Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Info long, information languages. Welcome to my platform and my third interview with one of the, can I say the best? I don't like to say the best. One of the teacher in Istanbul. His name is Teacher Kirby. He has been teaching English for 11 years. He speaks French, Spanish. And today, I am going to receive him and he's going to talk about many things. Teacher Kirby, welcome to Influence. It's a pleasure. I am overwhelmed, like Rims likes to say, to receive you on this platform.
Yeah, actually, the pleasure is mine to be here with you because, as you know, I used to be behind the scene and now I'm live with my people, with everyone who wants to learn English with Infolang and find useful information what happens all over the world. And invited by you, the overachiever, that's an honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, that book is considered to be the most important things in the world because when you read books, it helps you to produce great things to the society. That's why Megan Down Limber developed the World Book Approach. The World Book Approach is a read aloud motto that engages learners to gather clues or information from illustration. Readers become active participants as they look closely at the artwork from cover to cover. This model is important because learners use the schema to synthesize information. Teacher Kirby, book is considered as the most important things for those who like to read. And you, what is your first consideration about book, Teacher Kirby?
Yeah, my first consideration, it can go by a definitional approach.
Yes.
As you know, book can be considered as a collection of sheets of papers containing printed or written materials or pictures. And book can be also a guide for teachers to teach or to instruct the students. And in a nutshell, we can say that book is any source of instruction.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I could ask a tons of questions about book, but I have selected some of just to have a little debate with my interviewer today. Teacher Kirby, do you think this day like people read enough books? Now there are technology. Now people don't have time to read. What is your consideration, Teacher Kirby? Do you think people read books these days?
Yeah, as you've just mentioned, we are living in the era of technology.
Okay.
Of course, people read, but they don't read enough books. They read more posts on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Actually, it's not a bad thing.
Yes.
Because if they use it like to have a better life, if they find the useful things from what people post on social media, and it's a good thing. But I want them to read more books because you can find more secret in reading books.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, when you read books, I'm telling you, it's the same reading book is to feed your mind. For example, for your body, to feed the body, you eat rice, you eat a lot of ingredients. That's why, too, when you want to feed the mind, to produce great information in order to train people, you have to read. Teacher Kirby, how often do you read?
You just said Teacher Kirby.
Yeah.
Come on, as a teacher, I need to read every day. Of course, I read every day, like in the morning, in the middle of the day, at night. I have to read because if you want to transmit like good things to your students,
as you are a teacher,
exactly, you need to update yourself.
Yes.
So because nowadays we've just said that we are living in the era of technology.
Yes.
Like even if the students they don't really read books, but they read things on social media, they read things on the internet.
Yes.
So if you don't upgrade yourself as a teacher, what will you transmit a good message to your students?
I love that word. Ladies and gentlemen, in every field you are dealing, there is something that we call update. And there are some pros and cons. There are some advantages and disadvantages teacher reigns. Teacher Kirby, but I don't know, as an experienced teacher who has been dealing, now you've been dealing in Haiti and now you've been dealing in Istanbul, you are training a lot of nations, a lot of Turkish people. Teacher Kirby, What are the disadvantages about like reading books? I don't know. I just want you
gosh,
to
oh my
explain
gosh.
my student, those who are watching this video, are there advantages or disadvantages about reading books? Check out.
That question is tremendous, and I thank you for this question. And yes, there are many advantages to it, but I will not have enough time to give more details about it. But but we can give some. And we have what we call stress in this world.
Yes.
Lots of people are stressed, and book can be used as a tool to relieve stress. If you read books, of course, you can relieve your stress. And book also can increase your vocabulary, your brain's connectivity, your comprehension. And the most important to me, book can provide you like things and prominent things to argue with other people. So if you don't have like enough capacity to read, so if someone's saying bad things, so what will you do and what will you say to that person to take that person to the right path? Come on, you need to read books.
Ladies and gentlemen, a room without books is like a body without a soul. Ladies and gentlemen, please, you have to buy some books to feed your mind. Cicero will say, Teacher Kirby, can a book change the world? The world?
How important that question is. And before you asked me to give pros and cons, I give pros, I didn't give cons. Of course, reading book, in my opinion, I don't think there are disadvantages. But if you read book too much, of course, there might be some disadvantages. So let's see like sociologically, if you read too much, you can be seen as a nerd by many people in the society. I don't say all the people, because let's take me as an example. If introverted intellectual, you are not a nerd to me, you're not a problem to me, but you can be considered as a problem to other people. And psychologically, if you read too much and you don't use your critical thinking, this can be considered as a waste of time. And physically, book can damage or even kill your mind's productivity. Okay? And for your question, of course, a book, in my opinion, cannot change the world, because the book is just an ammo. If you have ammo, you need a weapon to get it out and get what you need. So you need people. Because the content is important.
Definitely.
But you need people to use the content to change the world. Like a book cannot change the world itself. You need people to apply what is written in the book.
Oh, when I have a little money, when I have a little money, Teacher Kirby, when I have a little money, I buy books. When I have any left, I buy food. That means when I have my money, I buy books to feed my body. Teacher Rains, Teacher Mackison, Teacher Kirby. Now, I know, like, there are many students who are watching that show. They are learning English, of course. So sometimes they just like...
they have to.
Yeah, they have to. Do you have some like pieces of advice for my student or for my listener, those who love it for long, about reading books? Sometimes it's Teacher Junior, Teacher Rains, Teacher Mackison, Teacher Jibo, Teacher Nicola. I read books, but sometimes I don't understand. So what are your pieces of advice for?
Before giving the pieces of advice, and you said something about when you have money, you buy books.
Yes.
Like the words you buy food. So when you do that, I think of my little brother, Scott. He's like an avid book reader.
Yes.
So he's the one of my friends to push me to read book most. And my piece of advice for my young people, the new generation, if you used to read, don't you stop reading, okay?
Yeah, don't stop.
If you don't
stop reading.
Stop, okay? You can start by one word, and one word to one sentence to one paragraph, and one paragraph to one chapter, and one chapter to one book. So, and you won't have any regret for that. And you will say, Teacher Kirby, I am grateful to you because I've learned something from you, and I use it, and now this is the result.
Definitely. Teacher Ruby would say, Teacher Junior, big books are my life. Do you have like some special people you want to say hi?
There are many people, but do
But
we
not
have
like,
enough time?
like you have like 30 seconds to greet.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say hi to my queen, and I wish she could be watching me right now. And I can say hi to my dad, my brother, and to Stephanie, to my other brothers like that life has given to me, like Whitson, Montina, Marcus, and the staff of, not, I was about to say our school name, but let's say Infoland, Mr. Wims Mackison, and Noose, we can't forget them.
Power Stater.
Power Stater from Go On, so yes, and we have Obed, we have Anderson from UF, so, and the others, my brother from LFU, so big shout out to you, and don't forget, keep reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the cameraman is Teacher Rings. Teacher Rings is the cameraman. That's the way when you see Teacher Rings, you see fra. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and following. Don't forget, if you want to participate in this platform, please inbox me, and I'm telling you, I'll watch you and you will be on this platform to speak. In our next video, we're going to receive a Turkish teacher. She has been teaching in Turkish. In Turkey, I'm telling you, she has been teaching Turkish, and she has been teaching English in Turkey. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy that video. Thank you for watching. Can you say with me, Teacher Kelby? And for learn
information languages.